If Toy Story 4 has no haters, I'm dead. Welcome back to Ever Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Ever Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 is a 2019 theatrical release about Woody having, like, his worldview challenged and not being the favorite toy and dealing with those emotions, etc. It is directed by Josh Cooley, cinematography by Jean-Claude, Kalache, and Patrick Lynn, supervising animation done by Scott Clark and Robert H. Russ? Yes. Editing by Axel, Geddes, music by Randy Newman, and it's written by Andrew Stanton and Stephany Folsom. The film stars Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, Annie Potts as Bo Peep, Tony Hale as Forky, Keegan-Michael Key as Ducky, Jordan Peele as Bunny, Madeliene McGraw as Bonnie, Christina Hendricks as Gabby, and Keanu Reeves as Duke Capoon. John Lasseter was actually set to direct this one. They had all said they would never make another Toy Story movie just for a dollar amount, but only if, like, a story came to them that they felt they needed to tell. This came up with him and a few of the other classic Pixar boys, and they decided they couldn't get it out of their heads and they wanted to write it. Lasseter announced it was gonna be a love story between Woody and Bo Peep and the adventure of getting, Woody and Buzz getting Bo Peep back. Lasseter ended up leaving the project for all the reasons he had to leave, which were him being inappropriate with female coworkers. And Cooley took over and reconceived the idea, reworked Bo Peep's return, and talked about how Toy Story 3 was the culmination of Woody and Andy's relationship, and that the franchise's focus is Woody. And so in this one, they wanted Bo Peep being a lost toy to reflect Woody's worst fear and challenge his worldview. And so that's what they went with. There are some iconic cameos in this. In Bonnie's closet, there are some toys she used when she was even younger, like toddler age. And those toys are voiced by Carol Burnett, Mel Brooks, Carl Reiner, and Betty White, which is insane. The film had a $200 million budget, made $1.074 billion in the box office, which is obviously very good. It's got a 96% Rotten Tomatoes consensus. Heartwarming, funny, and beautifully animated, Toy Story 4 manages the unlikely feat of extending and perhaps concluding a practically perfect animated saga. It was nominated for Best Original Song, and I believe Best Animated Feature. Did not win either. 1 million moms protested the movie because there is a lesbian couple seen in the kindergarten orientation scene. Get bent. Toy Story 5 is set for a 2026 release, which, don't get me started on that. There's a short titled Lamp Life, which is documenting, like, Bo Peep's life between when she got, like, given away and before, like, the events of this fourth movie, which is kind of fun. There's also a series on Disney Plus called Forky Asks a Question. And then Evel Knievel's Son and Company sued Disney because of Duke Kaboom, and they lost because the judge was like, it's not a carbon copy and a lot of Daredevils exist. So Evel Knievel's not the only person to have ever done that. This is ridiculously beautiful. The animation here is some of the most beautifully, like, composed animation I have ever seen. To go from what it was in 92 to this is such a feat. And then 95, excuse me. And then, like, it's the lighting. Like, I think it, like, yes, the animation in Toy Story 3 also breathtaking, but the composition of these shots, the lighting, like, there's so much of it that is, like, pure artistry. Toy Story 3, still very brightly lit, like all the other, Pixar movies. Yes, there's dark moments. Yes, it's beautifully lit. But just, like, the opening of this movie alone, when Woody is on the driveway in the wet and you see, like, the reflection in all the oh my god, it's so stunning. It is so stunning. And this is the thing about this movie that I would go to bat for a million times over. The animation, you can't argue, is some of the most beautiful crap you've ever seen in your life. Like, it is so gorgeous. Hey, I don't like this. And that could be super controversial. I didn't want it to be made. I hate that they're making a 5th one. I felt like this one was so unnecessary. It told a story we didn't need. I think it kind of like sours the message of the 3rd one, which is a stunning and beautiful message, by the way, and was a perfect end to the series, and I think to continue afterward is garbage. I know that Andy was the main character, Woody's the main character. That's fine. I think Woody also had a beautiful arc over those 3 movies and is done. I am so mad that they made this, and then I'm mad what they did. I feel like it's somewhat of a character assassination to Woody. I get that they're trying to send the message that, like, being a lost toy isn't as bad or as fearful as, like, Woody might have thought, which is fine. I'm fine with that message. I do think, like, making Woody leave not just like his kid but his friends, like, fine, he leaves Bonnie because he's not the favorite toy anymore, whatever, but like to leave his friends who he's been with for like 10 plus years at this point and he's like their leader a little bit, like, it just feels, I don't know, dude, like, it feels very, not that, like, but he'll, like, probably never see them again because he's traveling around or whatever. I don't like it. It feels really weird to do a love story when the movies have been about what they've been about so far. They've been about the kids and getting back to Andy or getting to Bonnie or, you know, surviving or, you know, what it means to be like friends with each other and be a toy and they just want to be played with and they love it and it's the best, and like, I don't know, there's just something about like turning this one into like a love story between Woody and Bo Peep feels very weird. I don't mind when there was like flirting or whatever, but it's never been the central focus. I think that's strange. I also think it's weird for, like, I'm fine with Woody wanting to match toys to kids. Like, that scene where Gabby gets found by that girl who was lost and, like, obviously is going to keep Gabby and then, like, be really, you know, whatever, excited to keep her and everything. I think, like, that scene is beautiful. That scene is emotional. It's wonderful. But I feel like it's overpowered by this whole, like, narrative. I don't know, you guys. It does not resonate with me. I feel very much like he's abandoning his friends. He's abandoning Bonnie, which, like, I know Bonnie didn't super care about him. But it just, I don't know, man. I'm fine with this, but it's like he's never gonna see them again because he's traveling with Bo Peep. I don't know. It did not resonate with me. It did not land with me at all. And Toy Story 3 just, like, did. I've never been a huge fan of the Toy Story movies, but when I saw Toy Story 3 in theaters, I wept. It was a beautiful end. And, like, tied up in a bow, couldn't be more perfect. And I feel like this just kind of sort of throws a bunch of that out of the water. You know, like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it makes Woody feel weird just because, like, he's not the favorite toy. He, like, is fine leaving Bonnie. I don't know. I just don't like it. And I know some of you might be like, you're missing the whole point and blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'm not missing the whole point. I feel like I get it. And I'm like, I'm okay. Thanks. Anyway, I feel the scene with where Gabby gets finally placed. You know, like, that is, I'm like, that right there. Yes, which I know is, like, then what their mission is to place toys with kids. But, like, why did he have to abandon his kid to do that? Why couldn't they have, like, anywhere they go with Bonnie worked on that? I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Favorite part is Gabby getting with that girl who was lost. It was perfect. It was very emotional, very sweet. My least favorite part is Woody leaving the toys and Bonnie. I hate it. I am happy, like, I love how cool Bo Peep is, and I love the whole life she has had, and everything like that. I don't love I don't love. Yeah, no. Recommend? That's up to you. If you love Toy Story and you've loved the series, you'll probably love this. So go ahead. Watch again? Preferably not. I think, in perfect honesty, I think I'm probably done with Toy Story movies until, obviously, next year's comes out or whatever. But I'm not big on the Toy Story movies. I never go back to watch those. So, I'll have seen this movie twice, and that'll probably be it. Forever, most likely. I'm just not big on them. I don't know. My final rating is, in fact, going to be a 7 because the animation is getting a 10, obviously. And there's some other technical things that are very good. I can objectively see that, obviously. So I would encourage you to go check it out, my breakdown, because I think it might be shocking to you. So that's everything I have. My final rating is going to be 7 Forkies out of 10. Our total movie count is. Parent Death Toll and Cry Counters are the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on all socials to find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Did I already do this? Check out my website. I don't think I said that yet. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1 where you get every video a week early. Tiers above that, daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, etc. Buy merch. It doesn't look like this up here anymore, but it does have this back here still. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and not in charge of your life. You are, so you, and don't be, I would say Gabby about it, but she obviously, was coming from a different place. So I feel like there's not a real villain in the film then anymore. So I don't know, man. Love your toys, treat each other with kindness. Go away. Boycott the movie if you want. Be awful people.